smile on kids' faces is like this. We just make costumes and put them on wheelchairs.
If you would introduce yourself.
My name is Ryan Weimer. I'm a founder of a nonprofit with my family called Magic Wheelchair.
All right, and what kinds of things do you guys do? What's the organization about?
We build epic costumes for kids in wheelchairs.
All right, and how long have you been doing that?
Let's see, we started in 2015, so we're going into, this will be our 4th build season. So,
okay. And do you do, when you say season, do you do particular times of year?
Well, we build year round. I mean, it started with Halloween costumes, and but there's tons of events that we do, and the goal was to build year round, and we found that we're being really successful at that with parades and Comic-Cons and all sorts of events.
And do you do all the building yourself, or how do you handle the builds, and do you cover just a certain area, or?
We're all over the country, and the model is local builders building for local kiddos. We get volunteer teams involved in building for a kiddo in their community, and that's how we operate. That's how we've been able to grow. From our first year of building 8 to our second year of building 25. Last year we built 50, and this year we want to build 100.
Where did you first learn about NoM?
Andrew actually reached out, and we had a phone call with him about a month ago, and we're really excited because we've wanted to work with makerspaces for a while now. I think it's just they're a sleeping giant that can really help Magic Wheelchair grow and reach more kids, bring more volunteers on board of doing something that's good and impact more communities. It's just a perfect matchup. It's peanut butter and jelly. It's peanut butter and chocolate. I mean, it's a perfect matchup. I mean, it's stuff that makers are already doing. I know they love projects and tinkering, and who doesn't want to do something cool for a kiddo? I mean, it's just a perfect marriage of awesomeness and potential from what we do to what makers do, and mutually beneficial, for sure.
So did you have any expectations coming into as to what this convention would be like?
I just had simple expectations of meeting makers, and hopefully getting some excitement, and it's far exceeded those expectations. I feel extremely humbled at the response that we've got. I mean, really exceeded my expectations, and it's been beautiful. It's just been an amazing opportunity, and I can't thank NoM enough for reaching out to us and inviting us to come down. It's been amazing, just truly awesome.
And so, do you have did any particularly lucrative contacts happen here that you can think of?
Tons, yeah. I mean, so many people have come up and said how interested they are in working with us, and I mean, all sorts of amazing connections that astronomically expand our reach and potential, and hopefully when any partnership, you want to be mutually beneficial, so hopefully we can bring some benefit, and I feel like we can to the maker spaces as well. I mean, it's a heartfelt community project, and people like being involved in those projects, and when you can have a project and pitch that project to the community, I think it's easier to get more people involved. It's a project with a beginning, a middle, and an end.
So if there's anybody out there that this reaches that wasn't here, do you have a way that they can get a hold of you and ways they can offer to interact and help?
Yeah, magicwheelchair.org. We're on Facebook. You can hit us up on Facebook. The best thing to do is hit us up on, if you want to get involved, if you're a maker or a maker space, there's a volunteer tab. Actually, it's apply and then volunteer, and that gets you in our system. We put you up on our map, and then we know that's a resource. We have 3 kids in that area, and we can then connect the two. So, and there's a lot of things that people can get involved in doing, either taking on a full build, or, we had a makerspace say that they specialize in sewing, and, making wearables for the kids, because, we build the costumes for the wheelchairs, and we love being able to get costume makers, wearables involved too. Otherwise, it's Amazon, and what costumes you can find there. But lots of different potentials, from building detail pieces to, like I said, taking on a full build.
All right,
and just getting the word out,
Yeah.
representing us at different events. And
now, are there things that I haven't asked or mentioned that you want to get out there, or say, or share, or talk about?
I think we nailed it. I one of the things I feel very passionate about is being involved in doing something good. I feel at home. I feel more whole as a person when I'm doing things less for myself and more for other people. And it's very impactful. All of our volunteers that have done this have, talked about how amazing it has been for them, personally, to be part of doing a project like this. It's a beautiful thing. I mean, it starts with a smile on the kiddo's face, but everybody gets involved, is impacted, from the kiddo to the family to the volunteers to the spaces that, everybody that gets involved, is impacted by that.
And so these costumes really make a difference for a lot of the kids that get to wear them?
They do. They really do. It's a complete flip of their reality, where I shared this, and they get stared at for different reasons, There's this awkwardness around disability, and with the very first costume that I made for my son, that was the origin of the thought behind Magic Wheelchair, of seeing that awkwardness completely disappear when he was rolling around in his pirate costume, his pirate ship. People came right up to him, kids came right up to him. It was just instant, ultimate inclusion, which, normally it's people staring at him at a distance and not knowing what's okay to say or do, and so they just stare and walk by. But it was a total flip of that reality, both for him and for other people, that awkwardness is there. That gap was bridged in a beautiful way. So it's very impactful for those kids and also the families, that they just want their kids to be seen as kids, not a kid on a wheelchair.
And you mentioned at some point that you're getting more interest in things like Comic-Cons and stuff like that?
Yeah, we've been doing Comic-Cons. They're an awesome place to do the reveal. Cosplay is a huge part of Comic-Cons. This is like ultimate cosplay, and so we love doing reveals at the cons. These kids become superstars. I mean, they can't go more than a few feet and get this big circle of people wanting to take pictures, and it's fantastic for them. It's an amazing experience of being, a superstar. They love it. Yeah, get involved and share a story.